Hey there, Kat here. I am live. Yay! If you are catching my broadcast for the first time, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know that you are new and let me know where you're tuning in from. It is Friday. It is 1 p.m. Central Time here in Milwaukee. Tomorrow is the Packers game, so I'm super excited about that. And I thought I'd just come on impromptu. Didn't plan for this because typically they say Fridays are a bad day to do lives, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to squeeze one in and see how this goes. Again, if you are tuning in, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're tuning in, where you're tuning in from. And hopefully today is beneficial. I'm going to talk about workshops and webinars and how those can help you grow your business. And I want to know, are you doing webinars and workshops? And have you been to one? And if you did you like it? Did you not like it? Did they sell you? Because I know the biggest complaint from a lot of people is, oh, I'm not going to attend those webinars and workshops, especially the free ones, because they always want to sell me. They're just like, it's like swap and bait or a pitch situation. And I'm not a fan of those, just so that you know. I am not telling you to do webinars and workshops where you corral a bunch of people, kind of like the timeshare era, and you're going to then now try to sell them a bunch of crap. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about legitimate workshops and webinars. And that's what we're going to dive into today so that we can help you grow your business. So before I get into that, let me introduce myself. I'm Kat. I am CEO and founder of Advertise and #SocialBuzz. We help businesses stand out and grow. Our focus is digital marketing. We do a lot of social media marketing for clients, and 2020 was a great year for us to recover, because we did get hit by the pandemic like anybody else. But we did recover, and we recovered because we messaged our message every day, day after day after day, that, hey, we want to help your business grow. We're here to help you stand out and grow with social media and digital marketing and what have you. So I would say the same for you. You should be doing the same thing. Okay, this is social media, people. It's social media. So I do need you to comment if you're tuning in. I need you to shout out. Nobody's going to know you're here. Nobody's going to know what you do if you don't introduce yourself to other people who might be watching or might need your goods or services. So social media is all about engagement and commenting and doing what you can so that you can stand out. So keep that in mind as you're tuning in and you're watching this video or any of my other videos. I am an advocate of businesses, and I help businesses stand out and grow however I can. And if you miss my marketing minutes, I do them every day, and I teach you tips on how you can stand out and grow. So let's get back to the topic of what the whole purpose of today is. It's about creating webinars and workshops to benefit you and your business. And there's a lot of reasons why you should be doing them. And if you're not doing them, I'm going to give you food for thought to think about it and why you should, and some of the things that you can think about of what you can do to offer or put out there. As I thank everyone for watching. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry, I can't multitask. It's kind of those things where you can do that. I can't do that. So unfortunately, I have to. It's there. I just thanked everybody for watching. Thank you. And again, if you have any questions, just drop me a line. So let's talk about webinars and workshops. Okay, webinars and workshops. I personally do them. I love them. In fact, the first one I did this year was social media. I did a free webinar on social media. It was a live one. I'm more in favor of live ones than pre-recorded. If you do pre-recorded, that's okay. I'm not poo-pooing on it. I'm just letting you know that you can do pre-recorded or you can do live. I like live because I like feeling people and getting their engagement and talking to them and understanding, what their challenges are and what it is that they want more information. So I love live webinars. It does restrict the number of people that I allow in them because I don't want a flood of people where I can't give my attention to every question and what have you. So the first one we set up, we got 25 people who said they wanted to attend, and half of them showed up. And so that's the statistics of it. So I had a client one time that we did his first webinar for, and it was really, really nichey. And he came to me and he said, "Hey, Kat, what are my expectations? If I put this out there and I promote it, what are my expectations? What should I expect? How many people should I expect attend?" And this is my response to him. Because this was his very first one, and we used his email marketing list and we used his social media to promote it. And so what I said was, "Hey, let's be prepared. It's your first one. This is super nichey." And I said, "I'm going to be honest." I said, "If 10 people sign up, that is hallelujah. Let's celebrate. Let's have some champagne and drinks and let's celebrate." And then I said, "If one person shows up, let's do some cartwheels because that is awesome. That is super awesome." At the end of the day, you want a capturing mechanism, whether you're capturing the emails on Eventbrite or your website, some kind of capture form, but you want a capture mechanism so that you can get back to these people because they're interested. I promise you, they're interested. They would not sign up if they're not. So in his situation, nichey, first webinar for him to do, and it was an educational webinar. It was a case study on how to make your clinic efficient. So he worked with doctors in clinics, okay? And he had, this is awesome, okay? This is awesome. So he had 25 people sign up for his first webinar, okay? 20 showed up, 20. That was amazing. Okay, needless to say, he loved it. And he said, "Kat, we're going to do another one." And the second one, he had 40 people signed up. And I want to say it was like 30 people who showed up. So he had some high value. People were interested and they were showing up. They work. I promise you, they work. So webinars and workshops are great in introducing yourself to a new client base, a new audience. They're awesome for that. So here's what I would say when you do webinars and workshops, and I can have another live cast or tutorial on how do you set it up, how do you lay it out, what are the formalities so that you launch a good workshop and webinar. Today, I just want to talk about big picture, why you should do webinars and workshops and the benefits from them. So first, you are introducing yourself to a whole new audience of people who probably never knew that you did whatever it was that you do. So for instance, I did a free webinar or workshop on social media, how to grow your business with social media. And I literally walked people through on what to do, the nuances, what to do to grow their business with social media. And so they learned the nuances of the ins and outs. And the feedback was great because at the end, I asked people, did you take something away? Because in the beginning, I say, I promise you, you will have one thing that you will take away and you will love me for it. And you're going to utilize it. And in the end, I always ask, what was the one thing that you took away? Because I want to make sure that everybody learns something. So I'm all about giving tangible, good, solid information or mechanics so that they can put in play today. So think about that when you're thinking about your webinar or workshop. Your webinar or workshop is not to sell. Please do not. Nobody's going to attend. It's going to get a bad rap and then you won't get more returns. Okay. So your webinar and workshop is really, truly, truly educating your future customer on something that they need to do or how to do it correctly so that they see you as an authority and they come back to you as an expert. and I promise you this works, and it's a big return for you. Okay. Here's the other thing webinar and workshops do. And before I do that, let me thank some people who are watching and commenting. And I appreciate it because you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. So Sammy Gillard Jr. from Las Vegas, thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. Susan Gutera, love it. Thank you. I love you too, Susan. Jeff Walker from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Thank you so much for showing up. I really appreciate it. And thanks for commenting. Again, the whole purpose of social media is for you to engage and to comment and capitalize on my momentum. Totally capitalize on it because I'm putting this out there. This is on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, my Facebook group. I mean, I'm on 8 channels right now. So the more that you can engage and the more that you can bring attention to yourself, the better for you. I'm all about sharing the wealth. I will share the wealth. And if you're not connected to me on the other platforms, please connect with me. Absolutely connect with me. I will say that on Facebook, LinkedIn, you're probably going to have to follow me because I have way too many connections and it won't let me connect anymore. Okay, back to webinar and workshops. Okay, so we talked about it's a great way to introduce yourself to new people. It's a great way to educate people on your goods or services. A lot of people may not know what your product or service does or how it helps them. So it is a wonderful way to educate people on what does your product do? How does it help me? How do I apply this in my world, in my life? So education, education, education. And I will tell you probably the number one reason why a lot of businesses fail in getting business or acquiring new clients is because that person didn't know what the hell you did, or they didn't know what the hell your product did. I promise you that you've got to educate. We get so ingrained in our business and what we do that we know it like the back of our hands. We know it and we know what it does and we're good and we're well versed in it. And we forget that the person listening to us has no clue. They don't know this stuff. And so it's really incumbent on us to educate our marketplace. It's incumbent upon us to educate our audience. So it is incumbent upon you to educate your marketplace on exactly what it is you do, how it works, and how does this benefit me? How does this benefit me? Why should I use it? So it's incumbent upon you to share that so that I know and I apply it to my life and my world, okay? So keep that in mind. So again, I'm just going to keep repeating myself. Webinars and workshops are great, okay? Great for introducing yourself to new people. They're great to educate your marketplace so that people understand what it is you do and how it helps their business. So the solution that you have for their problem, right? And then it's also great because it creates you as an authority. Don't you want to be seen as an authority? Don't you want to be seen as the person in your market space that's doing something, that's reaching out to your community? It will represent you as an authority if you do webinars and workshops, okay? And then finally, this is the last one, and this is probably the best one, okay? Over the top, best reason why to do webinars and workshops. It generates leads because remember I said I had 20 or 25 people that signed up for my first workshop and half of them showed up. I now have those leads. I now have those emails that I can now market to. I can now reach out to them. I can now say, hey, I'm sorry you missed that workshop or webinar. Do you want a one-on-one and I can educate you? Or, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help you because you wanted to attend? So when you personally reach out to the people that didn't show up, and then you ask them, what can I do? In my situation, I recorded the webinar workshop, and then I created a landing page on my website that I said, hey, I'm sorry you missed my webinar and workshop. Here's what you're going to learn. Watch the video. and give me some feedback. Tell me that you got that one takeaway, and if you didn't learn anything, book a one-on-one now and let's talk about it. So maximize that opportunity to really engage the person that you've invited to come to your webinar and workshop. And maybe they didn't attend because maybe there was an emergency, they got busy, they really did want to attend, but time was a conflict. And time is going to be a conflict for a lot of people, just so that you guys know. Time is probably one of the biggest challenges you'll always come and butt up against. It's always going to be time. It's unfortunate, but that's just the reality of it, okay? So time will always be against you, okay? So I sent all the people to that landing page, and so they can get information, they can have some downloads, what have you. And we also followed up on all the people that attend. And guess what? I love this. Guess what? Half the people that attend book an appointment with me. They booked a time to talk to me because they wanted more information. So that's what webinars and workshops can do for you. And you just have to put yourself in a state of mind that you plan for them and do them. And then just know the expectations. Just know the expectations, because here's the other thing that happens to people that do webinars and workshops. They do one, and let's say they didn't promote it well, or whatever the case may be. And maybe one person signed up or nobody signed up. And then they're like, they don't work, poo-poo on that. Yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And so I'm here to tell you, if you do it properly, they do work. If you set yourself up and mentally manage your expectations, you got to keep doing them and keep doing them and keep doing them, because they do work. And my plan for 2021 is to do one every month, all the time, every month, 12 months, 12 webinar and workshops. And I do two separate ones. I do one for business people or solopreneurs or entrepreneurs or startups. I do one to teach people the nuances of social media. Event marketing is going to be the next one. We'll do another one on how to do paid ads, So we'll continue to do free webinars and workshops to teach people how to maximize their social media and what have you, or how to, have a correct SEO on your website, or how to optimize your profiles on social media, things like that. So we'll continue to do these webinars and workshops, and I'll come up with other topics that people come to me and say, hey, I want to learn about this, or I want to learn about this. And that's what you should be doing. You should be listening to your marketplace, and you should be addressing those concerns. And so the reason I am doing the webinar and workshop is, here's the reality is, I was getting the same question over and over and over. And I was like, damn, I just need to do a webinar and workshop and address this question, have the video. And then if I have someone else who has this question, I can just direct them to that video, and they're going to educate, they're going to learn about it. Okay. And so it really makes life easier for you as you continue to grow and expand. And again, if your goal is to grow and expand, do some webinars and workshops. I promise you, you will grow your business in 2021 if webinars and workshop is part of your plan for 2021. I promise you, I promise you. You just have to do them right. Yes, I said it. You have to do them right. You do. You have to have a plan, and they have to be strategic. You can't just slap this crap together. You can't. Nope. Won't work. Not going to happen, and you're going to fail. Okay. Okay, so let me see. I think I got the meat of talking about webinars and workshops. So if you have any, I'm just trying to look at my notes. Sorry. I am multitasking now. Okay, so we talked about the benefits. Let's just recap again the benefits of webinars and workshops. You get to introduce yourself to new people. Woo, love that. Okay. You teach people about your goods, products, or services. And trust me, don't assume people already know. And that's probably one of the biggest mistakes most entrepreneurs or business owners do. Oh, they already know what I do. No, they don't. I promise you they don't. Okay. I meet people all the time that say, what, Kat, I still don't know what you do. Believe it or not. I'm like, hey, no worries. and then I introduce or I send them a video and I tell them, or, I schedule a one-on-one and I say, hey, let's meet. And then that way we can talk about what I do. And then they, you know what? Every time that happens, they're like, oh my God, I need your service. Or they say, oh my God, I have somebody who needs your service. They always say that. So if you feel like you're repeating yourself over and over and over, that's a good thing, because you should be repeating yourself over and over and over, because not everybody knows what you do. Okay. And then it positions you as an expert in your field. Okay. Positions you. I think I said it introduces you to new people. And then finally, you get leads. You get new people that you can follow up with, that you can sell your goods and services to, or you can educate about your business and what you do. Okay. Just make sure that your webinar, your workshop is legit and you're actually teaching somebody something. You're not going to be portrayed as an expert if you're not teaching someone something. You're going to be portrayed as somebody who just sells and sells and sells. You're going to be that always be closing people person. Sorry. Yeah. You know what I mean, right? You get it? Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jeff, I love it. Jeff goes, love your spunk. Thanks, Jeff. I appreciate it. It's Friday. I feel like it was just Monday. So it's kind of crazy. Okay. As I wrap this up, again, I'm just going to remind you, there's a reason to do webinars and workshops. There is a reason. It is to grow your business. If you're not interested in growing your business, don't do them. Don't do them. And you can't be afraid to do webinars and workshops. I have people that I talk to and they're like, I'm not a very great speaker. I don't care if you read the PowerPoint, whatever it is that you have, or you just keep practicing, or join and now they're virtual, I think. What are they called where you practice speaking? I have a girlfriend in one and I can't even remember. It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't say it. Oh my God. Whatever it's called, but they have groups where you can practice presenting in front of other people so that you perfect those skills. And at the very least, you just do a video of yourself presenting and you do the whole run through and you keep practicing until you feel confident and you feel good about it. I will tell you what, when I do the live ones, I feel more confident because I have an audience. I can see my audience. I can see their little names here floating on the side, and it makes me feel Toastmasters. Thank you, Joseph. Toastmasters. Ding, 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 ding. Thank you, Joseph. Yay. Oh my God, I appreciate it. If you're not confident, join a Toastmasters. They have virtual ones now. But what I was saying is, these webinars and workshops are really great for leads and they're really great to grow your business. And if you don't have a plan to grow your business in 2021, do webinars and workshops. That is the best way to grow your business in 2021. I was playing with some graphics, so I can't leave without showing my graphics before I close this with you guys. I do appreciate you following me. I appreciate you tuning in. If this is something that someone that can benefit from, please tag them. Let them know about this so that they can watch this live cast and learn something and maybe grow their business in 2021 as well. Again, I do appreciate your business, you tuning in and watching and being a part of, everything that I do. Thank you so much. And as I wrap this up, as I always close, have a great weekend and you got this, right?